Welcome to this very special edition of the KJ Masterclass Live, the show which ensures that you profit from your time spent here with experts, either through the industry insights, information, or simply learning from them. And today we have Stephen Key, product developer, teacher, innovator, creative, co-founder of InventRight. Welcome to the show, Stephen.
Well, thank you very much, AJ. It's a pleasure being here on your show.
You are welcome to the show. You are welcome to India, and not just in India, I'm sure all across the world, wherever the show goes, people will be able to benefit from what you have to say right now. And not only today, but even tomorrow, later on, even in audio as well as text. So welcome once again. So Stephen will be talking about transforming ideas into profitable products. That's what you do. So tell us, in terms of small businesses, anybody who has an idea about anything, then how exactly do you transform those product ideas into products, and that to profitable products? Help us understand in the backdrop of what you do at InventRight.
Well, thank you very much. People ask me all the time, Steve, what do you do? Well, simply, I help people license or rent their ideas to companies. So what do you mean? What do you mean rent ideas to companies? I know everyone has an idea, but not everyone knows what to do with their ideas. And I'm here to tell everyone the traditional way that people are telling everybody, look, you need to start a business, which is really great, but you don't need to start a business on every idea that you have. So what I like to share with everybody is something that I've done in my career where I license or rent my ideas to companies that are already in business, companies that have the shelf space and the manufacturing and the marketing, and they have all those relationships with retailers. But the one thing they don't have is a good idea. So the licensing business model is all about us creative people that have ideas to show these companies that are looking for ideas that their customers might want. And so that's what I do. I help people do it now, and I've done it myself, and I've got a couple samples here. I'm going to show some of the ideas I showed to companies, and they brought them to market for me.
Right. So let me ask it in this way, two ways. One is somebody sitting in some corner of the world has a great idea. And so how do they start with that idea? That is the first question. Second part is, what sort of people come to you with their ideas? And how do you do it at InventRight? Because I saw some of these pictures sometime back on your website, and they look fantastic, the way it all was coming out, So help us understand from both the perspective. Somebody who is at a very small place has a great idea. How does he put it out to the world? And secondly, what do you do, and who are the people who come to you, and how do you put those ideas into profitable products?
Okay. Well, let me give everyone an example of one of the ideas that I showed to a company, and they were able to license that idea from me. I love basketball. I love playing basketball, and I went down and bought this little indoor Nerf basketball game I could put in my office, and I could shoot these little balls like here into the net and have fun. It was a way for me just to have fun in my office. And the little Nerf basketball game, it was from Ohio Art, a toy company. It had a square backboard, and it had a little picture of Michael Jordan. And at the time, I loved Michael Jordan. He was very popular. He's one of my favorite basketball players of all time. And I thought, Michael is just too small. He needs to be bigger. So I went down and bought a poster of Michael Jordan, and I cut out Michael, and I put him on the back of the backboard because I liked it and I loved it. And I took a picture of it, and I sent that picture of that product that I created. It was really kind of ugly looking, but it still showed the concept. And I showed it to Ohio Art. I sent it to them. And 3 days later, they said, Steve, we love this idea. And they licensed it from me. And I'm going to show you the idea here.
Yes, please.
It's called the Michael Jordan wall ball. Typically, backboards are square. I didn't like it. I said, no, they don't have to be square. Let's put Michael on the back. And it's just out of cardboard. It's a very simple idea. Now, what's really amazing about this, a couple things had to happen. I had to find the company, Ohio Art, that was selling backboards now and had the license of Michael Jordan. Called them up. I've got a great idea. I'm a toy inventor. Can I send you an idea? They said, yes, send it to us. I sent them the little picture. They loved it. I had a contract within a week, and it sold for over 10 years. And it was in every major retailer. There was commercials on TV with Michael Jordan shooting the little ball into the Michael Jordan basket. And he was saying, best looking backboard I've ever seen. So I'm here to tell everyone, companies need good ideas, right? You need to have a good idea and find a company that wants to see good ideas, okay? And reaching out to those companies. So that's just a quick example. I'll give you another example. This one particular company was selling novelty gifts at the local store. And I really liked some of the little things they were selling. But I noticed that they were selling these little plastic things. So I called the company up and I said, look, I'm a product developer. I want to send ideas to you. Do you work with me? Do you work with inventors? And they said, yes. So they said, look, Steve, could you come up with ideas for Valentine's, but make them very inexpensive? So I said, okay. So I sent over, I didn't even make a prototype. I sent over a one-line description, a plastic arrow with the suction cup that says, I'm stuck on you. With that one-line description, they created these little arrows and they licensed it or rented it from me, and they paid me royalties on each and every one they sell. Okay, so 2 things. You need to come up with ideas that companies want. You need to understand their product line, what they're selling, what their customers might want, and you need to reach out to those companies that want to work with us inventors. That's kind of ideas, companies that are looking for ideas, connect. And that's what I do at InventRight. We teach entrepreneurs, anybody with an idea, anywhere in the world. We teach them how to approach companies correctly, how to design prototypes, how to design marketing material, and how to connect them with companies. And then once a company wants it, we help them with the licensing agreement, the contract, to collect those royalties. And we've been doing it for over 23 years.
Right. And for a simple person, like you said that if you have a good idea, then approach the companies. So how does one do that research? Which company will be interested in their idea? Second thing is that, a lot of people are very modest in their thinking, and especially creative people. So they might have a thinking, okay, this idea, I don't know, looks good, but I don't know if they will be interested. They don't have that sort of, not that they don't have the confidence, they just feel maybe something else I should think about. What would you like to tell people with good ideas, and how do they differentiate themselves? Because everybody will not be fortunate to come across you in their life, but maybe they can come across you in terms of the show and approach you. But in terms of the message, that how do they differentiate between just an okay idea or an idea which is saleable, which can find the market, which companies can like? Because you are into this line. You used to earlier make products and sell them at local fairs and events, and later on you founded InventRight, if I understand, in 2000. And then you are helping with licensing, with product development and everything. But a common person, for a creative person, what would you like to say?
I think that's a really good question. How do you know if you have a good idea? I don't know. I don't know. And I don't think your friends are going to know, or even your spouse or whoever's going to really know. The only opinion that truly matters are the companies you're sending your ideas to. All right. So once you realize that, there's a technique that we like to teach our members, is that you don't have to spend a lot of money on prototypes or file for patents. There's things that you can do to test your ideas, because we really don't know, but we can test them very easily to see if that company wants it. So it's called your one-page sell sheet. It's a one-page advertisement of your idea. It shows your idea. This is the benefit of it. And that's all you really need. Now, maybe you have a prototype, a sample, and you can show a 1-minute video. This is how it works. That's even better. But I tell everybody, this is a numbers game. To be successful, you're going to have to come up with a lot of ideas. To spend a lot of money on just one idea and hopefully you're hoping that this is going to be the big one. Don't do that. Come up with a lot of ideas and be able to show the benefit of your idea in just a one-page advertisement. Right now, sometimes you don't even have to build a prototype. You could have someone draw it up for you. You could have someone do a 3D computer rendering on a computer, because they can make it look real today. It's funny. You could have a sketch or a thought in your mind, and someone that has computer skills can take that rough idea and make it look real today. So, but what you're really doing is showing someone the benefit. All right. So that one-page advertisement is a testing vehicle. Easy to do, inexpensive to do. You might want to protect it. You can file a provisional patent application. Very affordable. You can live in India. You can live anywhere in the world and file it in the United States. Very affordable. I think it's $60 US. Easy to do. Put patent pending. If you're worried about, things, file a provisional patent application and send it to a company. Now, here's the big catch. You need to identify the right companies. Companies that embrace open innovation. Companies that want to work with us. Companies that have a track record of working with inventors, right? That's your best, I believe, your best protection and your best opportunity. So you find these companies that want to work with us. Now, how do you find these companies that want to work with us? Well, you ask them. You might find them on LinkedIn. Maybe I have a new type of label, that goes on a container. So I might find companies that sell labels, and I might ask them, do you work with inventors? Do you embrace open innovation? And if they say no, I go to the next company. If they say yes, great. How do I work with you? I want to show you this little idea here.
Right.
The regular water bottle. But if you look at the little window there, I can spin it and I can put more information.
Yes. I see it. It's wonderful. How did you do that?
Well, it started with this product here. I made a paper prototype, sent it to a company that was selling cups and canteens in all the Disney stores and theme parks around the world. And I wanted to do something fun for kids. So I came up with I made it out of paper first, but eventually it was in plastic. And there you have Minnie Mouse. But when you turn it, she changes outfits. And it's sold in all the Disney theme parks and stores around the world. But then I thought, well, why not make that a label? So, but the point I think I'm making here is that everybody has ideas. And you don't have to spend a lot of money on one idea. You need to know how to test ideas, find companies that are looking for ideas, and present those ideas to those companies that are looking for their next greatest hit. Let me show you this real fun one here. This here, and you have to realize you have to reach out to a lot of companies, because this product right here, this inventor, I did not invent this. But the inventor invented this and sent it to a lot of companies, and no one wanted it until he showed the right company. When the right company saw it, they loved it. This idea here produced over $10 million in royalties. And he got rejected by everybody, but the one company loved it. So you have to come up with a lot of ideas, find the right companies, and present your ideas to them that they want to work with you.
Right. That was great. Means I've seen some of these things I've never seen before, and the way you have done it, it means you see those different labels and or the shiny labels, but this is something fantastic. I've seen it for the first time, so I now know how ideas can really put a shine to a lot of things that you present or you want to present. Even in businesses, you can do it very well. One more question on this, Stephen, is that somebody with an idea may think, okay, if I go through a company, and again that company like yours may go to another company, then I lose out a lot of money in the process. Sometimes people can want to have a major chunk of this, becoming an entrepreneur themselves, manufacturer of their products themselves. What would you like to say of this idea? Is it a good idea or not so good idea? Or is how does it work? Or do you people, how does the money sharing work in this sort of a situation when you approach companies, or there is another company like yours in between?
Yeah, my company is an educational company. We don't share in royalties. We don't do that. What we do is coach our members through the whole process, so they're really becoming professionals, right? So we look for people that have lots of ideas, that want to learn how to do this as a professional inventor, right? So, but we don't share in royalties. It's a coaching program that keeps everybody on track, saying the right thing, doing the right thing, and getting the results. That's what we do. The royalties come from the company that you're licensing it to. It's usually a 5% royalty on the wholesale price. And they usually sell one a week. If you don't sell one a week, it usually doesn't last very long in stores. So if a company you're going to license it to has 20,000 stores they sell to, you could possibly sell 20,000 units every week. And you can just do the math to see the potential of it. So there's going to be other people that want to do all the work for you. I don't think that works. I like to tell everybody, you're going to have to work.
Right.
Yeah. And sorry, everybody, you're going to have to work here. Okay. But you can do it, and you can have fun with do it. I've seen ideas. This idea here was from a 13-year-old student. 13 years old, was able to license this idea. It's in Amazon, Walmart, Kohl's, Barnes and Noble, everywhere. He's 13 years old.
And what is that idea that is translated? What is cushion?
Yeah, this is called the Bookie Cushion.
Okay.
You fill it full of air, and it's a bookmark that you put in your book.
Okay.
But when you close your book, it makes a farting sound.
Okay.
It's a gag thing for kids. He's 13 years old, and people love it. Teachers love it. Kids love it. But what's really fun about it, he learned that process that we teach, right? That these steps that we're teaching people how to do. And I'm here to tell anybody, you can be any age. I don't care where you live. You can do this, but you have to take the right steps. And it's a process that I've done personally with all the ideas that I've had through my career and all the students we have around the world now at InventRight for over 23 years. I get to see some amazing things happen. So it's fun. It's incredible to have an idea here, and then next thing you know, you see people using it. They're buying it. It's on TV. It's incredible, and we want to help people do that.
I understand. I can understand the feeling, and a lot of people who would watch this show or were watching this show will have the feeling how to connect with you as soon as possible. So, what tell us about this learning platform, coaching and learning course or platform that you have, and who can join it, from where they can join it? As you said that anybody, anywhere from that, but is it that easy for anyone to join it, or is there a process to it?
Yeah, I think I like to tell everybody the best thing to do is watch our YouTube channel, just like we're doing now. Watch our YouTube channel. There's a lot of great information there. Get to know us a little bit. Get to know the process so you're comfortable with it. Do that first. And that's InventRight. You want to invent right, not wrong. InventRight, R-A-G-H-T. InventRight TV. And there's lots of videos there. They're fun. Watch those first, right? And if you want more information, you can always go to inventright.com and reach out to us at our website. There's a lot of free information at our website. You'll really love it. But I want to tell everybody, open your eyes to the opportunity of knocking on the doors and sharing your creativity with the world. Companies need ideas from people like us. We had one of the largest toy companies come on our program just recently to share what they're looking for to our members. So we have access to companies. We bring them on. We want to introduce you, our members, to companies so you get to know who the people are. Our goal is to teach you these steps so you can become a professional inventor.
Wonderful. So that you can become a professional inventor. And as they say, an idea can change not only your life, but many lives across the world.
Yes.
On this note, it's a wrap on this very special edition of the KJ Masterclass Live. Thank you so much indeed for joining us.
Thank you, AJ.